Hello, truckers and adventurers, and welcome back to SnowRunner Season 18. We are 67% done with Season 18, and hopefully we can get up to, I don't know, like 75% done by the end of today. Maybe even more than that. We'll have to wait and see. Got some things set up for us to get to right away. Spent about 2 hours last night moving some vehicles around, getting some things set up for today. We are ready to rock and roll on a Friday. Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday so far. Hello, John and Miles. Welcome. All right, so the first job we're doing, because when I logged in, this is where I was, a trapped 5-seater. So we had to come up here and get a trailer. This is where the trailer is located. And the trailer needs to be brought on down to the geothermal station. But along the way, hopefully I can maybe get some fuel from our Tuz. If I need it, we'll have to wait and see. But that is where we're going to start off the day with. It is first thing in the morning, so we should be able to rock and roll here. Hopefully I can get this trailer out of here. But looks like, yep, it's moving, so we are good to go. Have not taken this road before, so have no idea what kind of condition it's in. This is just a regular task, not a contract. But it's a job that needs to be done. I have no idea how the frame rate is going to be in SnowRunner yet because, well, I've only been on here for like about 7 minutes. I literally just logged into SnowRunner when the stream started, so I didn't test it out today because yesterday it ran smoothly, so time will tell. Time will tell. I'm hoping I can get this trailer all the way to the geothermal plant, and then I might be able to get it up to the fuel depot. Now, the fuel depot on this map, and yes, there is a fuel depot, which is nice, but the fuel depot is just in a bad location, which seems kind of odd. When I first found it, it's like, oh, it's like right dead center in the middle of the map. The problem being, I don't go by the fuel depot hardly at all. I basically got to drive up to it for the most part. Let's grab that and that. And we are moving. Hello, Anita. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Have I got the Logitech G Hub installed? No. Yeah, when I'm not using apps, I disable them completely. The less running on a gaming PC, the better, especially if you're not using certain items. So that pipe we just went under, we fixed that yesterday. Don't go over the cliff there, sir. That's not what you want to be doing, going over the cliff. Or down that way. Yeah, anytime I reboot my PC, I probably spend about 5 minutes or so turning a lot of apps off and such things like that. If I can get just enough fuel in this from the Tuz, I should be able to drop off this trailer. Then I'll have enough, hopefully, to get up to the fuel depot on this map. Also, this Tega could use a good service, and there is a service hub down at the geothermal station. There is our Tuz. 62 liters of fuel. Can I just grab a little bit of fuel? I don't want a whole lot, just a little bit. 82 liters ought to do it. Can I push this pickup truck out of the way? Just... I know that's a customer's pickup truck, but it's kind of in the way. Hopefully I can remember everything I set up last night. Like I said, I spent about 2 hours last night getting trucks moved around and jobs set up for today. And usually when I set up, I'm like, oh wow, this is going to be like about an hour and a half worth of stuff. Usually in about 30 minutes I get it all done, and then I got to start thinking, okay, what are we doing now? So, we shall see. I was looking at all the jobs I have left last night, at least contract-wise. And I think the 2 big trailers I was looking at that we haven't moved yet, I think that's going to be the last contract that we end up doing. And they both need to go to this plant right here. Kind of hope I can keep this trailer. I could use another trailer. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to keep this trailer. I think I got a trailer, now that I remember, up at the fuel depot. The reason why I'm hoping for another trailer, but like I said, we just got one at the fuel depot, is because we got to move a lot of cellulose around. And that is at the north end, the very north end of the map. Pretty sure I accepted this task. This might even be this task right here. Yes, it is. $390 experience, $3,700 in cash. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to... Should be a service hub somewhere over here. Where is that? Why am I driving through this obstacle course? I don't know why. Should be that tan building to our left. Bluish tan. And for now, I will leave this here, but it does need to go up to the fuel depot. I mean, we're just a little bit less than a third of a tank left on fuel. All right, let's go ahead and park that up. Let's see. Now let's go ahead and skip over to this Azov right here. So on this Azov, I do got to connect to the Hummers. So this Azov yesterday was actually the one over here where I dropped off some material right here. And the Hummer was right across the way from it. So I went across the river, hitched up to the Hummer, dragged that all the way over to here. The Hummer needs to go I think, over here to a wet story. But this material on the Azov needs to go up on the hill. So I'm just going to get a little bit of ways from that. And then we're going to attach to the Hummer. Right there is fine. So right now we're actually going up to this part right here. And this one is... not Return of the Giants. Merry Lights on the Coastline. No, it might actually be up here. It's not the Weak Link. Alright, it's not that one either. Yep, that's the one. So it should take some of this material up here, right? A large pipe, package of sand. Oh, it's going to take one of the consumables. And then the pipes, the beams and the other consumables need to go kind of where the Hummer needs to go. Now the Hummer needs to be fully repaired and fueled up, I think, for the job to be complete. But I figured, you know what, let's get the Hummer over to its location, and then we'll worry about repair and refuel, which I probably could do with the Tuz. But no sense of fixing it now, because I'm sure that Hummer is going to get beat to crap by the time I get it over there. So just a little reminder, I did release the episode of Transport Fever 2 about an hour and a half ago or so. Speaking of steel, I just see in the trailer, we kind of did a little bit more steel work in Transport Fever 2. I should spend some time in, because they've been releasing some videos of Transport Fever 3. What, words are tough this morning. And I probably should get caught up on what's going to be happening on Transport Fever 3. Hold for next action. Cargo management. One consumable. Please move your vehicles out of the construction area. Oh, am I too far forward? There we go. Now it took that one consumable. And now this, boy, which one is that one called? Is it final check? Yes, final check. So metal beams and consumables, that's where this other one needs to go. So that is very convenient for where we're going. Just down and around here to there. And again, the Hummer needs to go over there, which is what we got right behind us here. So let's get a move on here so we can unload this stuff, and that will free up this trailer to be used for other things. Like possibly large pipes. Even though I think my other Azov is already over there for large pipes. Excuse me, Tuz. Also, our fuel carrier up by the research center that we have used a couple times. I think you've only seen me use it a couple times, but off camera I've used it quite a bit. There is no more fuel in that fuel carrier. So on this map currently, I got a fuel carrier way up north at the gateway. And we got the fuel depot right in the middle of the map. Other than that, I gotta take fuel from either the Tuz or from other vehicles. Even bringing the fuel carrier from the research center on down to the fuel depot to refill it and bring it back to where it is probably won't happen. I'm not turning the engine on the Hummer because that just means it'll use up fuel, which means I'll have to put more fuel into it when I deliver it. So yeah, cellulose is something we need a lot of to transport here in the final 1/3 of this map, or this region. A little bit of fertilizer, and we gotta do some log movement as well. Which, like day 1 in Season 18, I moved some logs to build up a couple of roads, and we brought some logs over to the sawmill to make planks. And we really haven't done any log work since. But there are some tasks here at the end that require just logs alone. So ideally, getting one of these Azovs as a logging truck, and then get ourselves a trailer. We do have a logging trailer that can do 2 medium logs. But I think the jobs we got require short logs. The Hummer is still behind us, right? Yep. Just want to make sure, even though it says turn on engine and all that, which would tell you that you're still connected with the winch, but... Alright, and then cargo, metal beams, consumables, and there we have it. Now we just got the Hummer in tow. And the Hummer needs to go to, I think it's called a wet story. Repair and refuel the Hummer, so I'm going to go ahead and just track that. And just needs to go a little ways on down the road. I will probably have to bring the Tuz over. I don't want to take fuel out of our truck and put it into the Hummer. And I don't have any repair parts, so... And the thing is, I don't know how bad in condition that Hummer 2 is in right now. But the thing is, it will be here. We just gotta bring something over, as we just did some damage to the Hummer. The Jiangsu, which is, I think it's got the seismic thing on the back of it, but that's got fuel and repair parts, and that's not too far from here either. I don't think the game is just going to take it. If it does, it'd be kind of weird. Yeah, it says stage complete. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and park this right over here. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to grab our Tuz. And we're going to attach to this Chevy pickup truck. We're going to go deliver that. And this one is called a Sandy Error, I do believe. Oh, this one needs repaired and refueled as well. All right. Well, Tuz, I don't know how much repairs you got on you, but hopefully you got enough. Camera collisions. So again, getting the first job we did today, delivering the 5-seater. Yep, we completed that. But now we're getting a lot of other jobs partially done. But again, it's progress, right? Stop running into the back of me. That's just more I gotta fix when I get you there. Now, don't roll over either, because then you start beating the crap out of you. The good thing is, when it says repair, luckily it's not cosmetics. It's mostly engine, gearbox, tires, suspension, fuel cell. They don't really care about the body work, I guess. Then after I get this delivered, then we can take the Tuz over at some point to fix the Hummer and refuel it as well. Kind of interesting. I don't know if you noticed in this region. Oh, never mind. I thought the birds. I was getting ready to say, you don't see the birds flying around when it rains. Then I was getting ready to say that some birds appeared out of nowhere. But I think they are definitely reduced. Every time I think I'm saying that, birds appear. Never mind. Ignore what I'm saying. Nope. Definitely don't want to go that way. Alright, so yeah, we just want to continue on. I know where I need to go. It's just kind of remembering every little road that's on this map. That's a lot of damage. Stop it. We were doing good. Just as you almost get it home is when it decides to roll over and run into a whole bunch of rocks. As long as it doesn't blow out a tire. I mean, the repair rack shows a tire. I don't know how many actually got on the Tuz. I gotta get it in there. It's kind of cruel. I thought I would just back up, maybe back up and I'll just push it in, but I don't think that's going to work. We'll give it a go. And no, you can't get in the pickup truck and just drive it. You know, if I were to fix it, I just can't. You just can't drive it on in. Stage complete. All right, let me... It's upside down, but not my problem. All right, now it's upright. All right, so let's go ahead and repair. And we want to repair... Well, all right, it's not that bad. Do I have enough parts? Barely. But we had enough parts to get it fixed. And now we just need to refuel. And it only needs one fuel. $610 experience, 5,400 in cash. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and turn this engine off for a moment. Alright, so yeah, this job is coming up. Maybe we should do that one next. A large pipe, but we actually need 2 large pipes. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach this job here. So I need a large pipe for here. That will complete 1 contract, because I've already done the other 2. And if I get a large pipe over here, that would be good. So we're going to jump down into this Azov. Cargo management, we need a large pipe there. And then we're going to put a large pipe on the platform. Start up the engine. Grab the crane. And this is where the fun can really begin. Because, yeah, it's going to be a kind of a chore to get it where we want it to go. I guess we'll just ride with it like so. Yeah, so I'm going to come on down the hill. So I can't really go this way. We went around with a Tuz, and yeah, this area here is pretty much unpassable. I don't know if I could just roam through the jungle here with a truck like this, so we're going to have to go down the long way, if you will. Not sure if I've been down this route, but we're going to go there, then cut over to there. This looks like a fun ride. And then get over to here, here, and then, of course, we got to go there. Whoops, let's get the job up that we are doing. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Not that one either. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Now if we come back over to here, you can see they want me to go there. So we'll get rid of one of the large pipes, and then we'll make our way across the road here, and then come in and put the pipe in at this one. At least that's the plan, Stan. 6 a.m. we'll get to. And of course, that pipe will collide with things, so any poles, trees, such things of that nature will cause some issues. And once we get the first large pipe installed, then I don't have to worry about having one on the crane. And again, just a reminder, when I have something on the crane like this, I can't use the winch. Even though they're separate cables, game will not allow that. So we should be able to get underneath this pipe, because I did previously when I was hauling large pipes, although this angle I'm going to be approaching it may be kind of rough. And of course the pipe is going to rotate 90 degrees, isn't it? Alright, that should kick around the left side. Alright, it spun it around perfectly for us. Again, take another road I don't think I've really traveled on. Sorry, just really concentrating on the angles of the road to make sure we're not going to have any issues. Look at that. We are almost at our job site. And another pipe will be fixed. Now, it's going to take the one on the flatbed, of course. $3,290 experience, $25,900 in cash. I'm kind of hoping I can get this on the trailer. Hopefully it'll pack it up. It may not. Let's see if it does. Impossible to pack cargo. Alright, so gonna have to detach from the trailer. Hopefully when it pops up, it won't knock the pipe off. Or fall over. Either or. Alright, trying to get on that side of the trailer, but the truck does not want to turn that way. Let's put out the anchors to be certain about this. That should be good. Restore a crane. Now, hopefully when the trailer attaches and it bounces up or does what it does, the pipe does not fall off. Alright, all good, and that should pack up lovely. Just like that. Deliver to the damaged main, one large pipe. Yes, that's a job we want to do next. I do believe I am going to cross just down in here somehow. And then we'll work our way back over through here and down this road. Hello, James. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday. Where is a good place to turn around up here with a pipe? Anybody know? This may not. No, this is not going to work, sir. That's not going to work. All right. Let's go forward. Got to go forward to go backwards. There we go. Now we're pointed in the right direction. I might be able to repair and refuel that Hummer with what's on this trailer. Although I am thinking there might not be no fuel left in that canister that's on the trailer. But I mean, if it only requires like one fuel, then we can handle that. That little bush? Really? So when we go by the Hummer, we'll see what condition it's actually in. Although I think if I were to bring up the quest, it would show me how much fuel and repairs it needs. I just don't know what's available on this trailer currently. Hey, look at that. Both of my Azovs in the same location. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go to repair. The Hummer. Well, it's pretty well beaten, but I do got a lot of repairs on this trailer. It requires 236, and I got 468, so we can do that. And now if I go to refuel, the Hummer just needs 80. I got 1 liter on the trailer. Well, we'll take that. Scout fuel carrier. Ooh, there is a... Will that hitch up to these trucks? Wait, I don't even have to be hitched up to it. It's telling me that's the source sheet. Alright, so we can just go ahead and do that. While we're here... yeah, let me fill up the trailer of fuel. And we'll fill up this. I didn't even see how much I got paid for the Hummer delivery, but that's fine. Yeah, I keep forgetting the fuel carriers you don't have to be attached to refuel something. But if it was a maintenance trailer, you got to be hitched up to those in order to use it, which I always just find weird. Well, now we got fuel galore, and I can refuel that Azov that's there from that fuel carrier. But now we can go fix this pipe, which will complete this contract. Oh, that blocks the road. I thought I was going to put another archway in. You son of a... You son of a... You know what? All right, that was 2,030 experience, 18,150 in cash, but that really sucks. All really wish I was on the other side of the pipe when that happened because I wanted to go back up here to get more pipes. Or I was going to come over to get packaged sand. Riding the beach would not be a bad idea, but I would have to... I gotta back this thing up out of here? Every other one you fixed, it made an archway to get around, but no. Someone at Saber Interactive said, haha, you know, it'd be funny. Yeah, I don't think... Dude, this is not going to work. Nope, that is not going to work. Let's just park that there for now. I don't want to be backing up all the way. I could try... Hang on a second. Let me just see if this will... See if this part will work. Let's get a... Yes, and then that. Is that went strong enough to lift up the trailer onto that rock cliff? I don't think so. All right, yeah, let's just pretend this is not here right now. We'll go do something else. That also sucks because now this A's off is also on this side of the pipe. So I either got to cross the river and just go through here, which is not bad. Yeah, just kind of changes things the way I want to get things done. We do need a large pipe that goes here. But I would like to do, and why I want to use this truck is because I could, on the way through with a large pipe, grab some bags of sand, because I want to deliver the pipe, and then bring sand down here to make those triple pods for the other map. That's what I wanted to do next, but so be it. All right, so I don't need the Tuz to fix the Hummer, because we did that. I do need to bring fertilizer over, but even though there's a truck here, I don't have a trailer. I think that trailer and truck I'm going to be using with this. So I have to get that set up. Is there a trailer up here? Oh, no. That is the trailer I brought up yesterday for the satellite. All right, so... Yeah, I think for right now, I'm going to go... Wait, what does this need over here still? Damage mate. Yeah, what does that need? I'm getting mixed up here. Is that the weak link? That also needs a large pipe. So I need 2 large pipes, not just one. I need a large pipe for there and a large pipe for here. So I need 2 large pipes. All right. So I still think it's going to be done with that A's off. But let's go ahead and we're going to skip back over to the Costa map. And we're actually going to go right out here to the Billart. So this is going to be the job of the airplane cargo, which I thought was picking up an engine, but no. It's the whole flipping plane that we gotta grab. This is which job is this one? Oh, the Return of the Giant. That needs to go on down to the port. We'll start tracking that. So, the reason why I drove out here off camera is because you got to get the trailer that's at the steel mill. So that trailer will be parked right here, right where my cursor is. And I was wondering how to get out there. And I came in, I went all the way around through the croc farm, went up this road and made my way into here. And this is currently where we are. I'm not even sure if this crane is going to be able to lift this. But there's only one way to find out. Okay. How about if I rotate it around this way? Is that going to be... Is that going to pack it? Oh, come on. That's on there enough. Alright, so... Detached trailer. Anchor... And this does require a high saddle for this job. Getting this out of here should be something. I don't know how far on is going to be on for this. I mean, that looks like it should work for packing cargo. Alright, it packed it. Now the question I have for myself is, getting it out of here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could cross here. I think I need to go out the way I came in. But the problem is now my cargo load is so wide. No, I can't back up. Well, okay. How far is... I mean, is that roughly where the road is? All right, no, I think I'm kind of more shooting... Well, even if I try there... Well, let's just go forward and see what happens here. I think you can see where I want to go up. I don't think this truck is going to have it in it to get it out of here, but and yeah, I'm not going to have any winch points. And this is pushing me down river. All right, you know what I think we're going to need, besides a little help, is I think we're going to get ourselves a third Azov for the map. The other two are on the other map with their trailers, and I want to bring them all the way back here to haul this out. But I will need one, like I said, for logging, and I don't want to take away those two, so... And I got $1 million, plus. So, let's go to the garage. Truck store. And look at that, it's already telling me, yes, this is the one you want. Purchase and deploy. It's only 86,500, so... Did I... Okay, so it's in storage. I thought I hit deploy, but apparently I did not. All right, customize. All right, so engine. Yes, give me the best engine. Sell the cheapest one. Gearbox. We want the special because I'm special. Suspension. The Tune Custom, I don't know why I would want... I mean, yes, it's good. It gets the front bumper more off the ground, but then it just makes it more top heavy, I feel like. And we don't really get stuck on too many stuff, so I'm going to go with this still. Tires. Again, I don't know what the ZHM, the DMHS, I'm not up to date on what all those mean. And I know there's tutorials out there on it, but I just try to grab the ones that look good. I get rid of those. Twin motor heavy winch setup. A further upgrade to the twin motor setup. This winch also equipped with an extended rope. Yes. Sell that. Spare wheel. No. Snorkel. We gotta have a better looking snorkel than that. Yep, that one will do. Alright, so frame. Let's zip on all the way down. I need a high saddle. And we also want the loading crane. Do I want to... I mean, it kind of works. Not that one. But you got to be careful with it. This setup. Oh, wait. Customize. Let's go in and... Sure, why not? Actually, what's another one we could... Let's see what we got way down here. Don't have one like that too much. Oh, didn't take it? What the heck? There we go. All right, let's rock and roll. I think I'm asking a lot of this bell right or Belrit, however you want to pronounce it. I still haven't checked in the store, but I'm guessing that is supposed to be like a highway truck. And I've kind of been using it more off-road than anything. So you may have noticed when I was buying this Azov that now it shows I have 4. And I've been talking about this will be our 3rd one. My 4th Azov, I've been going back to some other regions off camera, trying to clean up some small task I have not done. And what better truck to use than the Azov because it has so many options for it. And it'll help me get the jobs done rather easily for the most part. I will mention, if you haven't done Season 18 yet, once you get this float bridge in, just don't barrel across it because you can go fast. That float bridge can get a little wonky and damage your truck quite a bit. How do I know? I speak from experience. So even though I just spent all this money customizing this truck, probably after I get this delivered, this will be converted over to a logging truck. So like the crane, the flatbed, and the high saddle will all be removed anyways. Or maybe not all of it. I don't think any of the jobs require long logs. So it depends on what logging contraption I put on the back of this. The crane might stay. I think it's this road here. Press X on the desired truck. I'll show you what extras you can have. Yeah, you guys told me the last time, and I realized that. I know what this Azov takes everything, so I wasn't really looking for that. I just thought when I purchased it, I thought I hit purchase and deploy. But apparently, I just purchased it and it went into storage. Let me go this way. Even the Azov is going to struggle taking this plane out of here, I think. But it's going to do a lot better than that Belrit. How deep is this right here? Oh, that is really deep. Too deep. Maybe right now what I'm going to do Just want to get up here so I can switch things out a little bit better. If at all. I do got that engine on, right? I do. Alright, the bell rip might be stuck. Oh, a little bit of a running start is what I needed. Yeah, I think it might be the incline here is too much for the bell rip. I think the front bumper might be getting stuck. Alright, let me get this hopefully out of the way. Change trucks. Let's detach trailer. That is floating on down the river, which is not good. I need to get this out of the way. I kind of want to keep this here in case I want it to help. Well, I may need it to help, but... change trucks. Alright, A's off. Hopefully, hopefully we can get around the sandbar here. You wanna... I got it turned. Boy, it doesn't like to turn here too well. I think the river might be doing a little bit of the turning for me. Am I close enough, I hope? Alright, we are. Good. Also, of course, it's nighttime. Let's get rid of that marker there. It's not really going to help us out. And guess what? This A's off. Nope, we're floating into the river. Oh, boy. Well, I can't run that engine now. Well, hopefully it pushes me... I don't think it's good. This is not going well. Oh, boy, the last few minutes. After I fixed that pipe and it blocked off the road, it's gone a little downhill. Nothing that we can't per se, get ourselves out of. But you're ruining all my plans. Wait, I can attach to the trailer, but not my own truck? What? And of course, now I'm high-centered on a rock, which doesn't help. But it is pulling the trailer and the truck further out of the river. Is that all she's going to be able to do? Can't tell that. Whoop. Trying to see if that's still moving. So yeah, which way was I supposed to take this out of here with that big aircraft on the back? Oh, now I can attach to the truck, the Azov. Yeah, I don't want to turn the engine on because that's still underwater. Oh, man. Well. Hopefully I can attach to the front. No, I cannot. Probably because of the angle that we're at. Do I dare? Nope. Turn the engine off. Still underwater. I knew it was going to be marginally close, but... Well, I know getting this in this water is no good, because that's where this got stuck. But yeah, I would like... I can't attach to the front of the Azov, because the way it's pointed. No, this is getting ready to tip over. Everything is under control. Everything is under control here. Nothing to see here. I'm not sure the twin steer is a good option. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't get along with the twin steer. I got the Veron D. I don't think that's strong enough to do anything. That's my Ford. That is the Mercer with a water tanker on it. And that is the Step with a fuel tanker on it. We're going to go back to this map here. Oh yeah, then I left this in a mess, didn't I? Man, I got messes all around. Alright. Alright, we're going to grab this A's off. If it'll let me select it. Thank you. Alright, so with this A's off, let's go up and we need 2 large pipes. How much fuel do I got? Not... Oh, wait. Nope, 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 nope. You almost forgot. You got a fuel carrier right behind you. There, now we got plenty of fuel. We'll get back to the airplane after we step away from it for a little bit. Yeah, that river just sucked in the A's off on that river and just got it too deep. But I really wasn't expecting, when I fixed this pipe over here, to block off the road. So now we just got to find other ways to maneuver around the map. Really? You're not going to go up and over that? I know that front bumper is stuck on it. And now you're sucking me down into that ditch. It's all going according to plan. For a second there, I was like, yep, it's going to tip over. Just because the way it's going. I mean, that raised custom suspension would be good on this, but I just feel like it would make it a higher center of gravity. I like how that job for the airplane, because it's still up there, says part of the airplane fuselage. What are we missing? Like a third of a wing and one of the engines? And that's it? The way it says part of the fuselage. You mean the plane in general? Also, I guess getting that raised custom suspension, technically that would have helped out in that river because that would have made the snorkel a lot higher, which means I could go in deeper water. Alright, large pipe. Yes, we need one of those. We also need one on the loading dock, please. And I think this might be the last large pipes that we need. Could be wrong, but these might be the last two. Yeah, well, let's go with that height and see what happens. Alright, so... hate when it spins the map around on me. So I got to bring one pipe to here. And then another pipe needs to go there. So I need to go down and around up to the sand quarry. When I go to the sand quarry, I can grab at least 3 things of sand. Because I'm going to need it for the triple pods, or whatever they're called. Although I think I need 4 in total. Alright, let's just... I need to get that far first, right? So the other A's off with the 6-spot trailer. I need fertilizer for the other map, so I could go up the road once I get that turned around. Go up the road and grab the fertilizer I need, and then on the way out, maybe go up to the cellulose farm and grab what I can, because I need a whole bunch of cellulose. I don't know if I need it on the other map. I'll have to double check on that. Alright, so far so good. Alright, now I gotta take a sharp left up this hill. Careful, though. There we go. We made it around the corner. Now I'm kind of nervous about fixing these other ones with the large pipes. Is it going to block off those roads as well? Okay, approaching the sand quarry where I gotta grab 4 pallets of sand. And I am a man with a plan, so I only got 3 spots available, but we'll make it work. Okay, we're going to release the large pipe. So cargo management, I do want 1 on the loading platform, so we'll do that. And then 2 on the truck. 1 on the trailer. Alright, then we're going to grab you. And hopefully, I'm worried about the large pipe, though, knocking this one off from its all bouncing around, but I mean, worst comes to worst. Can I not get that? Can't get that crane close enough to put it where I want to. Alright, this probably won't work. But it's there now. We'll give it a shot. Nope, nope. It's not what I want. Nope, it's not what I want either. All the wrong keys. Just try to make sure it's high enough to where it's not going to hit the package of sand on the back. I mean, what can go wrong here? And there's a chance I could tip over. in here because of the angle that we're driving and got to turn. Just kind of trying to wait for the pipe to rotate. Am I too close to that pole? A bit overloaded, but we will see here. Get the front of the pipe through. Package of sand is still there somehow. Well, we are actually almost to where one of these large pipes has to go. But now I'm very nervous about a block on the road. Oh, I just realized I got to go through a lot of pipes through here. I guess what I could do, because we won't be too far from it, if it gets to be too complicated to get through, I could just drop the pipe that's on the crane, deliver the pipe that's on the trailer, and then come back and grab this one. Yeah, pipe, if you just stay just like that, because we got 5 of these to get through. 1, 2... 3... 4... try to make that hit so it spins that around. Now if you hit a gate, it won't. Why do I feel like this is going to block off this road? And the thing is, I would like to get to the other side, but once I get to the other side, then the trailer is kind of there. Why is it not giving me, like, drop-off cargo? This does need a large pipe. Does it not? It needs large pipe and a package of sand. I'm not going to give it the package of sand yet. Oh, now it's showing me cargo management. Oh, because I didn't have the job up, maybe. Yeah, large pipe, we want to deliver that. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Crane mode. Oh, wait a minute. In order for me to pack that, I have to unpack cargo and then pack it. And with that crane glitching into that, oh no, no. All right, so since we're not going far, so yeah, I do need a package of sand here, but these 4 packages of sand I want down at the concrete plant so we can make our 8 triplipods. I've already brought over, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I've already brought over some steel beams to the concrete plant to make the triplipods. I just need the packages, 4 packages of sand. In a single-player game, this game could be a big chore. Well, I think that's part of the attraction of SnowRunner. Is it's a challenging game, and when you get jobs done and regions done and maps done, it's a huge achievement, and that's the joy I get from it. Oddly enough, is to play a game that, yes, it is challenging, but I know when I complete it, I want to feel good about myself, as odd as that may sound. Whereas other games I play, like Farming Simulator 25, I enjoy it, but when I get done with the map, or the farm has a lot of money, for the most part, I don't feel like I accomplished anything great. But that's just me and my play style. So this stuff needs to get dropped off at... yeah, right where the Dan is. Camera collisions galore. Thank you. Change. Oh, I can't change trucks because you got the crane. Okay, release that. Change trucks. Let me just move this out of the way. So I brought the Dan over with 3 steel beams. I wanted 2 for here. And while I was at the steel mill, I was like, I'm just going to grab a 3rd one because I couldn't remember or if I need to make more. So I brought over an extra one. Oh, now we're too far away from the Azov. Okay, we want to unload, unload, unload. Now, we're going to pack cargo, see what gets packed. Okay, the pipe didn't get packed. Unload that. So now we're going to go ahead and make 2 tretipods, so I should get 8 in total. Yeah, so we're not loading those up. That'll be for something else. Can I? I can't pack in that position. All right. Is that good enough to pack, or... Thank you. Alright, now you... need to go over to this job. And that will complete that one. The last drop. Does that need any cement? Cellulose, pump, pipes? No. Building a home. What do you need? You need sand, cellulose. Sand, cellulose. Okay. I'm just trying to see if any of these jobs over where I'm going. Need any cement, and apparently they do not. Alright, so we're gonna go around here. Go around here. It's a long drive out there, but we'll get there. After we go to 6 a.m. Thought that dead tree would just fall right over, and I was like, nope. So we still need a lot of sand, a lot of cellulose. But I think after we get this this large pipe delivered, it'll be time to head back to the other map, and because it's been bugging me since I left the map, honestly, getting that plane delivered. Or I bring this Azoth back. We go back to the concrete plant, and we load up with all of those triple pads. Trailer will hold 5. The back of the truck will hold 2, so that's 7. And then I got to put 1 on the crane. That'll be all 8 of them. And then we can go get some of those jobs done. And then this Azoth will be on the other map as well for a little bit. I think that's the plan, Stan. As for getting the plane out of there, I think I may just recall the Azoth that's underwater. And then just drive back out there because it's not that far from the garage, honestly. By the way, I did find out this job right here will build us a water tower where I can grab water from. Not sure how that would help me now, seeing that I think I got all the water jobs done. Ooh, that's deep. Not deep enough. I have never crossed that part of the river before, but I saw where it was a little bit shorter, so I took it. No. This is not looking good. Okay, we lost the pipe, but the truck is still running. I don't have anything to winch to on this side. Absolutely nothing. I'm trying to figure out if putting out the anchors on the crane would help. I don't know. Oh, boy. Today has not been a great day. But it could be a lot worse. Okay, that's helpful. Let's see here, though. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're fine. Hello, David. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. That should pack, right? Alright, just had to make a pit stop, that's all. Alright, so what's going to happen here? Is this going to close off this road? Although I think if this one closes off, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, that's right. You're from the future. Forgot. Well, good Saturday to you. Yes, that does close off that road, but that's not that big of a deal. It kind of sucks. But at least this one here, I got a side road. It's a little bit harder to get down and around, but at least we have an option there. 2230 experience, 23,550 in cash. Alright, so back the way we came. And we're going to grab all 8 of those triple pods. And I think even on the way through when we get in the other map, we're going to go swing by the warehouse and get the 9th one. And then we should be able to complete 3 contracts on the other map. I think. And then once we get those contracts done, we'll work on that flipping airplane. Yeah, I got a funny feeling when I go fix the other one where we dropped off the pipe. I think when I bring the package of sand there, that may block off that road, and that road is muy importante. So I may hold off on doing that job for a while. A little funny when you think about the way this truck is set up, and most of my trucks are set up, where the snorkel is above the roof line, meaning that the truck can be completely underwater and the engine's still running. And we have no concern about the driver inside the cab that doesn't have a snorkel. Actually, I'm trying to figure out as well, looking at these triple pods or whatever you want to call them. Hey, is this the road I want? No, it's not the road I want. Next curve. But yeah, maybe kind of hard to stack these on top of one another. Yep, there's a snorkel on the Tuz. That's one thing I do when I get vehicles. I try to remember where the snorkel is so I can... I always try to plan for driving in water. But there isn't one for the driver, though. Heck with the driver, I guess. All right, concrete plant is in sight. I did see where we need some solar panels somewhere as well. Oh, that's right. Solar panels are on the other map. Just as I was talking about it, but beforehand I was thinking about it. I'm like, where do we get solar panels at? They're in the center of town on the other map. All right, so yes, load. Wrong button. That's 7. And then one on the loading platform, because we only got one left. I wonder if it's going to stay true to its shape, or is the hitbox still like a square? I think the hitbox is true to its shape. All right. Let's get back to the other map, because that's where all these need to go. But I do need to pick up one more, and the warehouse has 3 of them, I believe. And they all need to go down to the port area. But if I can grab the other one at the warehouse to get down there with all 9, then we can complete a total of 3 contracts. Gotta be careful right here, because I have rolled over twice right here. Because the trailer may catch and pull me in. More I think about it here, I was just thinking, yeah, we started today at 67% done in the region. And I'm like, well, we're getting a lot done today so far. And I keep thinking of all the other jobs I still got to do. I'm like, man, I got a lot more. Still got a lot more stuff to do here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just reattach to that. And let me get... Which ones are these here? Concrete by waves. I'm trying to think which one's going to be the easiest one to unload at first. Yeah, we'll just activate that one. And that should tell me also the warehouse. Warehouse has 3 tritopods. I just need 1. Then at least from the warehouse, it's not far to the asphalt, and it's mostly asphalt all the way down to delivering 4 of these. So if you haven't done any of these jobs yet, you need a total of 12. You'll get a trailer of 3 of them up on a hill on this map. There are also 3 at the warehouse, so that's 6. So really you only need to make 6 triple pods on the other map, but since you make them in groups of 4, you're going to end up making 8. And to make them at the concrete plant, you're going to need 2 steel beams and 4 packages of sand. Alright, so this is where I gotta figure out. How well is this stuff going to stay on here? Let me go like this, crane mode. See if I can wedge this in here. That looks pretty good, I think. All right, cargo management. We need tetrapods, and it needs to go on the loading platform. So just gotta keep her eye on the floaty one on the back of the blue trailer. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's going to fall off rather easily. Well, it goes as far as it goes, I suppose. I mean, like I said, we're not far from the asphalt. If I can get to the asphalt, there's a good chance I may get all the way down to the hotel. Oop, it thought about falling off there. It wants to. All right, next stop, though, is the fuel depot. Yeah, I don't think it's really locked in that well because it was teetering quite a bit coming up off the dirt road. But now that we're on mostly going to be on asphalt, as long as I take it somewhat gently. The one thing I don't really need to do, although I think we could grab it, is going over like one of the bridges and it falls off and rolls over the bridge and down. But I think the cables on these cranes go farther than, always go farther than what I think they will. Yep, there it goes. Alright, well, it made it that far, so that's something. I'm not going to bother picking up and put it back on there because now I don't have to even think about it and worry about it. Alright, over to the hotel, then I gotta figure out how to get out to that platform area. Where are we at percentage-wise on the region? Starting today, we were at 67%. Haven't checked it since. But the amount of work I got left to do, I'm probably 68% done. We've done a lot, but we haven't completed a whole lot of jobs. We're getting like little bits of jobs done here and there. Actually, you know what? We probably have completed like 2 or 3 tasks and about 2 or 3 contracts. And with all these wave breakers, we should be able to complete 3 of them contracts in a little while. Then I got to get back to getting that airplane out of there. So the key thing is I still got 8 on the truck, so I can complete the one that got marked. Then I'll go do the other one that requires 4. And then the last one I just need, obviously, 1 more. So I'll get the 2 contracts that need 4 of them done. A piece. Well, they all needed 4 apiece anyways, but I've already delivered 3 of them to that other contract. So yeah, we did start the day like at 67% done. And I'm thinking, we did quite a bit today, so it's got to be up there. But I keep thinking of all the other jobs and the amount of stuff I got to move for those. A lot of cellulose, solar panels, logs, fertilizer. That's a lot of material that we still got to move for other jobs. Containers. So I'm not very familiar with the road. I mean, to the hotel I am, but after that. So I usually drive on down the road right there to our right. Okay, wait a minute. I probably should have... Well, we just want to go there. I don't know how steep that is, but maybe I can just go down the hill. Just gonna mark that. I think we can go over this. It's not ideal. Oh yeah, that is actually a road-ish that goes down here. Alright, so that's not a problem. That's a lot more than 4. 1220 experience, 13,850 in cash. So now what I can do is drop that off there. Unpack cargo, pack cargo, restore crane. Alright, so the other one... Is that the one I haven't done? So... over to the port. Then I think we take this concrete path out here, that concrete path there, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. Then it's got to pick up the one that fell off. And we can deliver that one out to the shore. That's out by the concert area. There's also a huge trailer up here. What is on that? I don't know. I suppose I'll need that for something at some point, possibly. You're close to completing the British Columbia again. Accidentally deleted a few videos, so I got to redo them. Ugh. I think I talked about the other day. If I had to restart SnowRunner, I don't know if I could handle that for a while. Just thinking about restarting in Michigan, day 1. I mean, the good thing is I learned quite a bit in the last 6 years. But I mean, if I started up with no money, starting off in Michigan with no vehicles, I would save up first for a truck like this. Although... would it be available to me? Because I don't know if you start a new profile or a new save file. Is everything unlocked that you've already done in previous profiles? Or do you have to unlock it in that profile or save file? But I mean, if everything's unlocked that you've already unlocked on a new save file, I would wait until I could buy one of these Azovs, because obviously... and then I would save up to buy one of those modded Tuzzes, because that's good for watchtowers and stuff. And then slowly build up my fleet once again. So right now we're headed out to the port. And then we're going to head up the shoreline a little bit and deliver these 4 triple pods. Don't get me wrong, I love SnowRunner, but I don't think it's a game let's just say SnowRunner or Saber Interactive says we're done with SnowRunner. I don't think I could restart SnowRunner over. I would need to take a long break from it. Since the A's office, a mod to be available from the beginning. So it's not hard locked behind doing a region or something. So that's... I mean, luckily I haven't had any problems with my save file, but now that I mention it, I probably will. But yeah, this is just the original save file from day one. But again, one thing I should talk about, I did talk about it yesterday, but everyone probably wasn't here yesterday or maybe not seen the video. But there are some speculations and rumors out there that Focus Entertainment, and maybe along with Saber Interactive, have been making a farming game. A farming, I don't want to say simulator, because people think farming simulator, but yeah, there are rumors out there and speculation that they are working on a farming game that's kind of going to be in a closed beta NDA test session coming up. When we get down to the port, I'm going to switch to the morning hours because I don't want to be driving off asphalt in the dark-ish. It's not dark, but I want to be able to see the terrain a little bit better. Okay, I need a mark because I don't know exactly where this road is. I want to go by it. So I need to sneak into here. Somewhere along that line. Don't think I really need a mark any more than that. Let's go to 6 a.m. Saw that this morning on YouTube. Telements was showing it. Was showing it. They were actually showing in-game footage. I don't think... I mean, talking about it is one thing, but I don't think you're allowed to show anything on that. Where the heck am I supposed to turn down in here? Oh, right there. Yep, Saber is making a trucking game. That's already been in closed beta testing. Which, I had an opportunity to do so, but it's one of those things where, as of right now, you can't show anything on it. Talked about, sorry. Oh, okay, I was trying to say, wait, they were showing things? I'm like, that's not good. But yeah, Road Kings, I had a chance to do a closed beta, but again, it's one of those things where I can't talk. You can't talk about it or show it or even mention anything about it. That job there, 1220 experience, 13,800 in cash. So another one done. All right, so the elephant in the room. I mean, if you weren't here a little while ago, is this mess out here? First off, we're going to jump into this. I'm washing my vehicles here. We're just going to recover this. And we're going to park this over on the side of the road. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing with this. Although it's kind of showing it above water now, is it? No, it is not. Detached trailer. Recover. And actually, you know what? Let's go to suspension, and we're going to do tune custom. Just to get it a little bit more off the ground for this one. Give us a little bit more clearance on the water. And maybe it won't be as top heavy as I think it's going to be, being a little bit higher. Perhaps I should try the collab. Yeah, it's on the other map. I don't mind grabbing it. Again, because I can't fit a crane on that. It does have a high saddle. Well, if this, if I get more trouble with this, that's probably a good call on a collab, because I think that's a more heavier duty truck. And I might be able to handle the situation a lot better. I'm just not sure about the snorkel. Oh, yeah, I gotta go slow across these. We'll see what this does this time. And if I have issues, we'll get the collab, recall it to the garage. Bring it on out. But getting two of those triple pod contracts done's good, and the other one is just about done. Yeah, it was easy getting the trailer out to the airplane, But with the cargo being much wider now than the trailer, I can't go through the same areas where I entered. So trying to find a different way out. And didn't quite work out to my advantage. That was a little deep going through there. Yeah, I'm not really liking the looks of even driving through this stuff. As you can see, with nothing on it, it's having issues. All right, so I may try a different plan of attack here once I get to where this thing will really start moving forward here. Problem is, with the raised suspensions, am I going to get underneath this? Oh, wait, I was. Alright, going to turn around. That went smoothly. So, I mean, that's where the plane was. So, I mean, I came in and around this way. But I don't think the plane can fit through these trees. That's part of the problem. So I tried backing up to those, between those trees, and it wouldn't fit. Can't attach to that tree. It's not. One thing after another, it seems like. Alright, well, I'm not. Just don't look back. That's the trick, right? Don't look back, and it'll fit through. Oh, maybe I got through those trees. And now I might be stuck on a tree. Well, I can try a winch and see if that will get us through. Okay. All right, we're making progress. Right now, I'm just trying to look for the biggest, the biggest pathway between all these trees, just to get me back on the road. And look at this Azov, only burning 10 liters per minute with what we're doing here. And once we get on this road here, we are out of the river. Then it's got to get to the city. Or this village. Oh, I figured that wing might clip that pole, and it did, so I gotta hug this side a little bit more. Trying to picture the rest of this road going out to the asphalt road. I still got a long ways to go. I don't think I got it yet. I feel like there might be another couple more curveballs coming up. It's the tail wing that's the problem. I knew it was going to clip that road sign just enough. I was hoping I was going to go over it, but this is the job when you get done and you see the payment and you're thinking, that wasn't worth a whole lot compared to what other jobs you do. Just like the way I drive an ATS, just don't look behind you and you're fine. I think these trees are far enough apart. Yeah, by a long shot they are. Thought they were closer together. Probably just double make sure and triple make sure that this is going on down. Yeah, it's going on down to the port. This asphalt road is not looking as big anymore. The wingspan in the back is probably as wide as the road itself. Pretty much. I won't take the shortcut. It's not much of a shortcut, but they got a couple of sharp 90-degree corners and the road's not as wide, and with the buildings there, plane may catch on and everything, so And once we get this delivered, I'll probably take the Veron D, which is I just saw is down at the port. We'll go grab that last triplepad and get that one delivered. Now we'll complete that contract. Plus, that's sitting kind of right in an important part of the road where it fell off. So, definitely need to move it as soon as we can. Again, I just love that description of this job. Part of the airplane. It's like 85% of it. Yep. Got a little sideways there. Going around that corner. I actually could do a further back view, but like I said, I don't really want to see the wings. I'm just going to imagine they're getting through everything. And if you imagine they will, then they will. Did not take into consideration how close those poles were to this road going down through, so hopefully we can sneak by. Oh, it got stuck on something for a brief second and then freed up. Okay, we made it across that. Looks like the Indiana Jones airplane. The entryway to the port? Is that going to be a... I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, they allow us to get through here, right? We'll go this way. Don't know any other way into the port. Alright, got to bring the back end over a little bit more. Let's put this in low, low. Come on. Bueller. Alright, the hitbox is a little bit wider than the graphics are. Let's see if... I mean, there's not really another way in here. Okay, do they really want me to go on the inside? Is the other side maybe a little bit wider? Alright, so yes it is. Alright, we are here. Should not be anything else. $13,000, sorry, 1,350 experience. 11,500. Yeah, you think that maybe it would have paid just a little bit more. But the challenge was fun. Frustrating at times, but it was fun. Change trucks over to the Veron D. Okay, so this job here is this one right here. So we just need that one Tretapod. And we know right where that is. Phew. Yeah, that was, it wasn't a bad job, really. It's just a matter of getting the right truck and getting it out of the swamp. And then just trying to be very precise of driving, once you get on the asphalt, driving all the way to the port. And just know that that wingspan is just about as wide as this road is. Weren't there Tritopods in Roadcraft as concrete scrap? I believe so. And there are also some in Docked. If you remember in Docked, we had to put them on the shoreline to protect the docks. Top off on the fuel. So in about another minute, we'll be loading up the last Stretapod that I'm aware of that we need. Now, while our Azov is down at the port, that probably is a good opportunity to load up with, I think I need some kind of containers on the other map. So I'll have, once we get this Merry Lights on the coastline done, we'll have to see what we need. And pack cargo. Aircraft looked to be like a B-26 Marauder with the tail of a B-25 Mitchell. Someone knows their airplanes. To me, it looked like the exact airplane I once took from Laramie, Wyoming to Denver, Colorado. But I think that one I took had a little bit more duct tape on the wing. And yep, we're going right by the fuel station, so always wise to top off. So once we get across the long bridge out here, we head off to our left. And that big yellow down arrow pretty much shows you where we got to go. Alright, but this is where I have rollover before with this truck. So I just got to be kind of quick about getting down this ditch. But I just want to make sure I get the angle of the truck right before I do so. And that rock with a flat end on it, that kind of keeps me upright if I do it. Alright, we should be fine now. Just gotta take it easy until I get down to the coastline here. Then after we deliver the Stretopod, maybe with the evening coming, we'll go party with the movie star and enjoy the concert and have a few cocktails. Don't float down the river as much as I used to. I think the first 2 times I crossed there, the river pushed me down quite a bit. But lately, not so much. Got some strobe lights going over at the concert already. They started the party without us. Shoreline protected, 1130 XP, 12,200 in cash. I'm almost up to $1.1 million in the bank account. Where's my cocktails? All right, so let's go ahead and see what we got left here. So we're down to 2 jobs left for the administration and 4 jobs for the commission. Now this job here, that just needs a package of sand, but I don't want to do that one because that may close off the road as they have been doing. That needs short logs and fertilizer. That needs short logs. So I need 3 short logs. Cabin, extended crew cabin. Cabin, extended crew cabin. So I need 3 short logs. I forgot I got 2 Azoffs down here. This one here. I don't like this wide trailer. Is this a 5 slot? I think this is a 5 slot. I'm just going up here to see on the crew cabin and the extended crew cabin. I need 2 apiece. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to fit all 4. Let me get one of those jobs up here. Cabin, extended crew cabin. Oops, wrong button. Extended crew cabin is 4 slots. And just a cabin is 2 slots. So, yeah, the 6-slotted trailer would be better. Because that way I can... Ooh, and I can also put... So with this particular setup, if I switch trailers, get the 6-slotted trailer, what I could do, obviously with a 6-slotted trailer, is I get the extended... I can get an extended one on there along with the cabin. I can also put a cabin on the back of the truck. And then on the crane, I could put the extended cabin and bring all 4 over in one trip. Yeah. This already has a high saddle on it, so this would be good to bring back. So we got to go to the... There's not a trailer store here, right? It's over in town. Yeah, it's in town. So we're off to sell this trailer because I don't like these wider trailers. Obviously, they have a purpose, but doesn't serve the purpose for what we want to do. Now, the job does say it needs it with a crane, so I'm guessing when I get there, it's not drop-off cargo. I gotta use the crane and drop in a particular spot. Kind of a job. Remember when I got that service trailer, I thought I would use that a little bit more, but I thought I would use it enough to where I could use all the material out of it and then sell it. But it still sits there. All right, yep, we want to sell that. That's a wide flatbed, 3-axle semi, 5-slaughter. You can't sell trailer that is required for objective. Well, I mean, okay, I guess I'll just leave it parked here. Am I going to need it somewhere else? All right, where is... Oh, there it is. 6 slot, and yes, it does come with fuel and some repair on it, which is always nice. All right, back down to the docks. Only problem with a trailer this size, it's harder to get around corners. But luckily in SnowRunner, they kind of assist you. So the question is going to be is, how is this trip going to go? We've been doing it enough lately, so I think as long as we just take it somewhat slowish, as slowish as I go, it'll be fine. Really do wish there was a way to recall trailers so you could sell them all. I get that you have to drive them back to the trailer store and sell them. I understand the point of that a little bit. But every time you get done with the region, I don't know who's going to want to spend, it'd be nice to have all the extra cash from all the trailers that we have. But at the same time, I could see... for a while, I was struggling with cash. I think in the middle of season 17, I was under 100 grand. But now I'm over 1 million. So... But for a while, I was like, I need to go back sell trailers to get some money. But the money seems to be really pulling in now. Nighttime looks great. Yeah, it's fine when you're driving on asphalt, but when you're driving off-road, it's really good to know where you're going. So a cabin. We want one on the truck. Yes. Is that going to glitch out? It looked like it was going to for a second, but then it was fine. We need another one on the trailer. Then we need an extended crew cabin. And then we need an extended crew cabin there. I mean, it's looking difficult now. Because the cabins are so high from one another. I just want to double check here. So, one cabin, one extended crew cabin. Yes. One cabin, one extended crew cabin. So it is the same material for both. When we look at the other map, that one needs to go up to the fuel depot, which is not a bad one. And the other one needs to go... Wait, they're all going to the same location? Central Workers Camp, Central Workers Camp. They're all going to the fuel depot. Both of those jobs. All right. So yeah. How? Oh, that cabin is glitching a little bit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Um... You're not going to raise up high enough, are you? All right, how about if we just... This is going to go as well as we all think it's going to go. Or we'll just surprise the heck out of ourselves and get there with no problem. Let's see, do I got to go through anything difficult? The only thing difficult is going to be is I can't really see the front end of the truck and where I'm going. You know what? I guess I can lower that. So again, I'm going to keep driving in the nighttime until I get off-road. But we've been playing so long in the nighttime, I think it's going to switch over to morning hours before I need to switch it. Oh, you're going to clip that building, aren't you? Or go right over it? At least I can see the front of the truck now. I thought these two jobs for the cabins are going to be in like different locations, but they're at the same spot. Looks like it's getting a little brighter out, so I think the morning hours are not too far. Getting a little too hot for you, is it, Miles? I happen to see what I was looking for the weather for tomorrow where I live. Because I got to do a lot of work outside tomorrow. And then I saw the long range forecast and I was like, oh, more hot weather next week. Lovely. Well, we'll get this cabin there. It may not be in one piece, but we'll get it there. The tricky part is really going to be when I get to the other map. And after I go past the concrete plant and go up that part of the hill where I haven't done the pipe yet, I got to go through some other pipes, and this is going to be a little tricky here. Yeah, I have to get through some pipes. I was hoping you can get up and over that. And you will. I'm glad the trailers can't take damage. Because my trailers would be a mess. Ideally, I would need this extended crew cabin to kind of pivot so it's in line with the trailer, but this crane just doesn't quite have the power and ability to take something this large and get it the way I would like it to be. Okay, A is all full of fuel, which is a really good thing. Oddly enough, I can't wait to get off the asphalt with this setup. Because having to go around all these flipping poles. And once we actually get both of these jobs done, that'll complete all the contracts for... Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what you want. That is not what you want. All right, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Might be the end of the stream, but it's not the end of the world. In order to get that upright, I'm going to have to bring a bigger truck out to get that upright. And once that's upright, then it's got to get everything loaded back up. But, yeah, I don't think that's something I want to do right now. This map got me all spun around. This is the way I'm used to the map being. Oh, I was going here. So, yeah, that's those two jobs. Okay, well... short logs and fertilizer. Short logs. They need to go there. Where do these need to go? So I need 3 short logs. All right, what would be good for doing short logs here? Where is that Mercer? Let me recover this. Just trying to see what's on here, because it's been a while since I used this. Yeah, definitely that one. So what I want on here, log carrier, no. No, don't want that. A frame-mounted add-on to carry short logs. Yes. Anything else I could have on this that would help us out? Don't think so. Oh, wait, can this have... I'm hoping this get attached to a trailer. So yeah, I haven't really used a Mercer at all. This is a truck you get in this region. Gonna swing by the trailer store and get ourselves a modded trailer that can... a logging trailer that can haul 2 short logs. So obviously, 1 set of short logs in the back of the truck, 2 set of short logs in the trailer. That's our 3 short logs. Question is, though, is this going to be able to hitch up to a trailer? I mean, it should. But sometimes the overhang of the body will restrict it from taking trailers. Now, the other logging trailer I used before on day 1 of Season 18 for us, that trailer is for medium logs. Yeah, where that Azov tipped over, that's not a corner I've had problems with, or even thought about a possibility of it tipping over there. But I guess all the extra weight would do it. Oh, that's also the, I think that's also the Azop with the raised custom suspension, which maybe that had something to do with it. Because it's made the center of gravity a lot higher. Ooh, I do like the sound of that truck when it's idling. Alright, so trailers, install add-ons, or trailers block trailer attachment, so maybe this won't take. So, yeah, it's not going to be able to take. Let me recover this back to the garage here. Did I miss something, or... Saddle low. Extended frame is probably what I needed. Or is that still going to block me? So wait, I can't have the extended frame along with the logging? No, so I put that on, it takes off the extended frame. Why? Why can't you have the extended frame and the logging on it at the same time? Well, alright, so this setup is not what I want to use. So I don't want to be making 3 trips with that truck. Wait, what is this? This is the Mercer. Sorry, this is the, Alright, let's, recover this. Customize. This cannot have short logs on the back either. All right, this is every truck I pick is like, nope, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. What other truck do I have here? The Braun D. This is almost out of fuel in the back anyways. Do I want to try using this one? Because I haven't used this truck that much. Customize. what can I do this the way I want to, please? Not carrier. Can we have... I can't put short short logs on the back of this. Well, at least it's got a full thing of fuel in the back now. But I'm getting a parking garage. I mean, it is your garage. So I'm down to my Azov, I guess, on the map. Or buy another truck or something. Does the Tantra... And we'll bring this back. Customize. You can't do logging on you? Sure, why not? Let's just park you over here, I guess. All right, let me. I don't think I got anything else. What have I got in storage here? I got a Veron Grad in storage, but I think I've already tried that. Retain that one. The Dairy Longhorn was not many people's favorite. No, that is still locked. What can I do? I can just do higher low saddle with that. All right, retain that. All right, you know what? I think not that Azov. This one here. This one might be the one I convert over. I think I'm at the point trying to figure this all out on camera is not working out for me, so I think it's gonna be a good point to call it for today. We got up to almost 80% done now, so we're not too far from the finish line. And once I get those cabins and everything over, that'll be a lot of jobs completed. Well, 2 jobs completed and all the jobs completed for that particular company. But yeah, we'll get back to it next week. For SnowRunner, the next stream will be probably Thursday. I'm not streaming tomorrow or Sunday. I got too many things going on tomorrow I got to take care of. I could probably stream, but only be for like about an hour and 2 hours max. And I don't feel like that would do anything justice. So, yeah, next stream will be on Monday. And if I don't finish on Monday, we'll also stream on Tuesday. But Farming Simulator 25 on Peshawniere Valley. We're nearing the end of Peshawniere Valley. We're getting into harvest season and buying the BGA. So Monday, Peshawniere Valley live stream. And if we don't finish it on Monday, we'll live stream it on Tuesday and finish that up. And then we'll be back here on SnowRunner on Thursday, getting back at it. As for videos going out, again, you had Transport Fever 2 that went out earlier today, if that's your thing. And hopefully on Sunday, you'll have an ATS video, but I haven't recorded that yet. So hopefully I can get to that, where I think I'm buying a truck for us to drive. We're going to be trading, well, I'm going to be swapping out the Volvo that I'm in, giving that to another driver, and I'll be jumping into some type of truck. Not sure as of what yet. But actually, we did pretty good today. Other than a few little mishaps, but that's SnowRunner for you. But hopefully by next Thursday, I'll get those. I'll have that truck uprighted, all the cabins back on it, and I'll have a logging truck figured out. I thought the Mercer was going to do great for us, but it won't hook up to trailers, which kind of sucks. But I'll have that all figured out as well. So I'm going to jump out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend. Stay cool. You know, drink a lot of water. Do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all on Monday for Peshawneer Valley on Farming Simulator 25. But until then, have a good one.